These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Aloha, it's Totem Tuesday. Welcome, friends and race fans, to GryphonSoul Diecast MotorSports and episode 5 of the Totem Warz. Today we got two new challengers, all set to take on the Totem, but you know it, first they have to get past their guardian opponents, then if successful, they'll face off with the Totem drivers. Today's challengers are Misty G of Puffs Racing and Ragin' Ricky of Oregon Outcast Racing. They'll be matched up against two of the Totem Guardians in a best-of-3 race. First up will be Ragin' Ricky of Oregon Outcast Racing in a Ford GT weighing 51.7 grams. Then our second challenger of the day will be Misty G of Puffs Racing in a 1968 Mercury Cougar weighing 64.9 grams. Both these challengers are also participating in the Aloha Invitational Pro-Am, so they are quite familiar with the OMR. Let's see if that plays into today's racing. And now up to the top for our first challenge and see the Guardians our challengers are up against today. Pomaikai, that's good luck to you challengers. First up will be Ragin' Ricky. He'll be going against Dejin, a Spectrum Racing Team driver, driving Harbinger, a modified Corvette C7Z06, weighing 52.4 grams. This is Ragin' Ricky's second time challenging the Totem. He's been working on that car all through the off-season. Let's see how it works out for him. Alright, here we go. Ragin' Ricky's going to start off on the inside. Dejin on the outside. First Guardian Challenge lap. Here we go. Ragin' Ricky has a lead going down the pipeline into Calamity Corners. Oh, he gets backwards. Recovers down Leaky Leaky Road through the cavern turn and makes it across the finish line in a 6.98 sub-7 second time. Alright, now they're going to switch lanes on Guardian Dejin. Is now on the inside. Ragin' Ricky can do this from the outside. He's moving on to the Totem Drivers Challenge. But it's Dejin leading them through Calamity Corners. But Ragin' Ricky got right up on her side there for a second. But spins out on the final straight. And that is going to be the end of the second lap. Dejin ties it up. We're going to a tiebreaker. Ragin' Ricky's going to get the inside with the fastest lap. There they go, down the divided straight. Around Crater Corner, and Ragin' Ricky has a great lead going into Calamity Corners. Dejin gets spun around. Whoa, what the hell just happened there? Wow, just flew right off the track. Did he think he was Batman or something? Holy cow, he's right inside the power transfer building right there. Wow, just right through the wall. And there's Dejin. She lost it coming down Leaky Leaky Road and flew off the cavern turn. There goes Ragin' Ricky. Wow. Just lost it. I must have blown a tire or something. I don't know. Something. Oh, he hit the outside wall there coming around the temple turn. And that shot him over the other side. Our second challenger, Misty G, will face off down the OMR against Roland Long, a GDM Racing Team driver. He's in Untamed, a GDM modified Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy weighing 64.0 grams. Let's drop the green flag and see who will survive the most unforgiving mountain raceway. And we got Misty G of Puffs Racing starting off on the inside in that beautiful black Cougar. And Roland Long on the outside had a little bit of a lead, but look at Misty take off through Calamity Corners. Keeps a good line. Roland's falling way behind in that I-Pace. Oh! Well, that's one way to go across the finish line. Holy crap. At first, Misty didn't cross the finish line. She hit the timer pylon. But Roland came along and pushed her through, so she's got the first win. Now they're switching lanes. Roland's on the inside, down the divided straight. Misty had her nose out there, but Roland takes over. They're through Calamity Corners, down Leaky Road, and around the cavern turn, down the final straight. And Roland's going to take that one. 6.67. I have to go back and check the clock. And yeah, as I thought, Roland has the inside lane with the fastest time, so Misty really has her work cut out for her. Can she pull it off in the tiebreaker? Here we go. Roland takes the lead down Calamity Corner. They both come out clean, but oh! Roland fell apart. Oh, and Misty lava caked in the cavern turn. That was her chance. Oh, Roland rolled it. Roland rolled it.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Well, Misty didn't make it through, but Raging Ricky did with that fastest lap time on that first heat. The Totem Wars are proudly sponsored by Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all your munchie needs, Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers is where everyone on the island goes. From their 28 varieties of deep-fried pickle chips and specialty burgers, including the Spam King Burger, to create your own menus. Serving 1 or 100, dine-in or delivered, Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers says, no worries. Everyone knows Tommy's Tacos and Kelp Burgers can't kelp but be good. All right, here is where we stand with the current Totem Drivers Den and rankings. Wheeljack on the hot seat after last week. J-Bo put him down there. And Priestess still up at the top. And Raging Ricky's going to have to go up against Wheeljack if he wants to get into Totem Driver's Den. Wheeljack driving that Solaire CX4, only weighing 48.8 grams. The lightest of all of our Guardians. And Raging Ricky had a little bit of a lead. Devlin takes it back, and then Ricky takes it back, and they're bumper to bumper, trading blows. But it's Raging Ricky that gets that win with a 7.13, and he takes down Devlin Hawks. Raging Ricky is now in the number 10 spot. And he's going to go up against number 9, J-Bo from Dog Squab Racing. Yes, I know I got the spelling up there wrong. I may get around to changing that one of these days. We'll see. Anyways, J-Bo at number 9 has that inside lane. How far up can Raging Ricky make it? J-Bo takes the lead through Calamity Corners. Raging Ricky slows down, but J-Bo spins out. He's still rolling backwards. And then Raging Ricky spun out on the final straight. J-Bo's moving up to the next challenge. And that means he's going to go up against Jai Ito, who's slowly been falling down the ranks, but he's trying his best to get that Ferrari Bronze Tiger back up to the top. There's the green, and there they go. J-Bo sticks his nose out on the divided straight, but Jai Ito takes over, going through Calamity Corners, bumper to bumper. It's a wrestling match down Leaky Road, through the cavern turn, and it's going to be Jai Ito holding on to his 8th place. Jabo going to stick with 9th for now. Jaito's going to take on our next Guardian, Simon Blaine in Shuriken. Custom Mod Subaru WRX STI. Can Jaito move up in the ranks? Here we go, down the divided straight. He had a little bit of lead. Simon takes over down the pipeline through Calamity Corners. Oh, they get together. They got together in Calamity Corners. Simon's still rolling. Simon's across the finish line, and Jaito's nowhere to be found. And there he sits, half backwards and cockeyed. That means Simon Blaine is going to take on our next Totem driver, Racing Rick from Rick's Diecast Racing in Firebrand. There's your green, and there they go. Racing Rick taking the lead down the pipeline into Calamity Corners. Slows down a little bit on the exit, probably a smart move, but Simon's not even close to catching up. And Racing Ricky's going to hold on to his position, and that gives him a chance to challenge the next Totem driver, who is none other than Suki Kyoto, who's run into a lot of bad luck herself these past few Totem races. Let's see if Racing Ricky can move her down another notch on the Totem. He takes the lead on the divided straight, but Suki takes it back as they go through Calamity Corners. Racing Ricky falling behind, and Suki's across the finish line. Oh, 6.86 for Suki. Racing Rick did get across the finish line, but it wasn't first. And now Suki's going to take on Thunder Girl of Chase Family Racing in that Buick Wildcat. And Thunder Girl has been tearing up through the ranks. Took out Suki last week. Suki's been wanting to get that position back. But Thunder Girl says, no thank you, I like it up here. Down Leaky Leaky Road through the cavern. Oh, she just crashed into the fence. I don't know if you saw it, but that fence stuck one of its chain links out and snagged that Buick and sent Thunder Girl for a ride and a half. Bam! Hit so hard and knocked the pedestrian or spectator down on the other side of the fence. He's not even nowhere near the fence, like 5 feet away. The wind just blew him over from that impact. Wow. Well, we're going to make sure she's okay, but in the meantime, Suki got her number 4 spot back, and now she's going to look at Morgan Stark and Ravager, who's currently holding the number 3 spot on the Totem. These two have had some good battles in the past. First time they've gone up against each other in a while. Suki has the lead down the divided straight, but around Crater Corner, Morgan takes over. And side by side there for a second in Calamity Corners, Morgan's still in the lead down the final straight. They both get loose. Oh, and Suki almost nudged her way up there. Both of them slowing down before they got to the line, and that almost cost Morgan. Right there, Suki's able to slide up alongside her, but just by a fender, misses out on taking that number 3 spot. Now Morgan's going to have to go against the Kodachrome Jamera, driven by Variant of Variant Skunk Works, and talking about making some moves up to the number 2 spot in, I want to say, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, but fast, climbed the totem faster than anybody else. And look at him go. This is why. He's around the temple turn and down Leaf Leaky Road already. Don't even see Morgan anywhere in sight. Where's Morgan? Oh, there's Morgan. Comes up and gets a little bumper kiss. Variant got a 6.94. That car can fly. I've seen it go faster. And you have too. But now, Variant's going to try to take that #1 spot away from Priestess, who's been holding this spot since episode 2 or 3 of season 1. Ever since we did the first shakedown. Here we go. There's the green. Priestess on the inside. Variant has a lead for a second, but Priestess takes over as they go through Calamity Corners. Look at this fight. Variant is not giving up. He's right on her bumper on the way and almost stole a pass right there at the last second. Oh, that was so close.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.
Welcome back to the booth for today's recap. Well, we went 50-50 with the challengers today. Misty G took some hard knocks in her bid to enter the totem ranks. In the third lap, she blew an opportune moment when Roland Long crashed out in the temple turn, but then Misty followed it up by lava caking in the cavern turn. Third time is supposed to be a charm. Maybe in her next attempt, that will kick in. Ragin' Ricky had some favor from the mountain spirits today and made it all the way into the totem driver's den by having the fastest of the 2 completed laps by him and Guardian DeJin. Both of them crashed out in the tiebreaker lap. It was his time from the first lap that carried him through to the totem driver challenge. He continued that charge into the ranks by taking out 10th place Devin Hawks, but was stopped by Jabo, who just took over 9th place last week, and I don't think Jabo wants to be back on the hot seat anytime soon. Congratulations, Ragin' Ricky of Oregon Outcast Racing. Nicely done, bruh. Also, with Devlin out of the ranks, that leaves only 5 GDM and affiliated drivers left on the totem. Then it wasn't until midway up the ranks before we saw any more movement when the 5th place Suki Kyoto took back her 4th place she had recently lost to Thunder Girl. Thunder Girl had the lead until a vicious encounter with that safety fence sent her into somersaults and barrel rolls off the final straight. And then Morgan almost lost 3rd place to Suki with a last-second error on the final straight, allowing Suki to nearly pass her at the line. Then came Variant's turn against Priestess. It was like the MMA came to the OMR, with Variant attached to her all the way down the mountain like they were Siamese twins, and nearly stole the win at the finish line. Variant definitely has her worried, and it shows in her last few races against that Kodachrome Gemera. Well, that's a wrap on the recap. The next Totem Tuesday, we'll have 2 more challengers racing to get into the Totem Driver's Den. Tune in next episode to find out who and if they'll survive the most unforgiving mountain raceway, Obsidian Mountain. Now that the sun is setting over the OMR, I thank you all very much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the racing. Hit the thumbs up, leave me a million comments, and share the channel with all you know. I do truly appreciate it. Mahalo e aloha to all my subscribers. Very much appreciated that you joined the channel. Thank you for your support. You can join me Friday nights for the Aloha Invitational Pro-Am. Enjoy the racing and chat it up with me and other friends hanging out. Until the next race, may the spirit of Aloha fill your days. Share a smile with someone and always keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.
These are the Totem Warz, brother.